Very good morning to one and all. I, Dr. Renuka Roy, welcome you all to this online lecture series of BA Semester 3 Major English for T5 and T6 paper, organized by Board of Studies in English, RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, in collaboration with Manoharrao Kamdi Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, Rajkumar Kewalramani Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, Seth Kesarimal Porwal College, Kamptee, Mahatma Gandhi Arts and Commerce College, Parseoni. I take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the principals of all the coordinating colleges, Dr. Urmila Dabir Madam, Principal and the Chairperson of Board of Studies, RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, Dr. Usha Sakure Madam, Principal, Manoharrao Kamdi Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, Dr. Swapnil Dahat, Principal, Seth Kesarimal Porwal College, Kamptee, and Dr. Lokchand Zadav, Principal, Mahatma Gandhi Arts and Commerce College, Parseoni, for giving us this opportunity and for extending constant support and motivation. For today's session, we have with us Dr. Madhavi Mohril. Dr. Madhavi Mohril is one of the renowned teachers and researchers from English fraternity in Nagpur University. She is a devoted scholar of language and literature. Dr. Mohril has more than 18 years of teaching experience at undergraduate and postgraduate levels. She is the former member of Board of Studies English. She has contributed scholarly research papers in many national and international journals of great repute. Madam has undertaken a research project funded by ICSSR. She has published books on literature and critical analysis. Madam commands an extremely calm and organized demeanor that keeps an inspiring aura for the people around her. Today, Madam is going to deliver a scholarly lecture on Virginia Woolf's Professions for Women. I'm sure that students will greatly benefit from this session. I request Dr. Mohril Madam to continue with her lecture, and thank you very much for accepting our invitation and giving your valuable time. Madam, over to Mohril Madam.
Thank you so much, madam. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are. Ma'am, you are audible.
It is a request to Meenakshi ma'am to share my presentation.
Yes, madam.
To share the screen. Yes. Should I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, madam, for the introduction. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Board of Studies English, RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, and the host institutions. Thank you to the organizers, Dr. Urmila Dabir Madam, Principal Rajkumar Kewalramani Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Dr. Usha Sakure Madam, Principal Manoharrao Kamdi Mahavidyalaya, Dr. Swapnil Dahat Sir, Principal SK Porwal College, Kamptee, and Dr. Lokchand Zadav Sir, Principal Mahatma Gandhi Arts and Commerce College, Parseoni. Thank you to Meenakshi Madam, Renuka Madam, and Pramod Sir for giving me this opportunity to be with the students through this session. Thank you. A very good morning to dear all students from various colleges. Today's session deals with a very interesting essay, Professions for Women. Originally, it is delivered as a speech by Virginia Woolf in 1931, around 94 years ago. But after her death, it was published in the form of this essay. While going through the text, we come to know that though it was written many years ago, the expressions are still relevant for the contemporary discussions on individuality and gender equality. So it is the presentation on Virginia Woolf's Professions for Women. Next slide, please. Virginia Woolf, let us get well acquainted with the writer. She is one of the foremost literary figures of the modernist movement. Virginia Woolf is considered to be the prominent literary figures who spoke about the women issues during the early 20th century. We have to understand her views, whatever the expressions are there in this essay, from that context, around 94 years ago, British society. So she was a prominent figure, literary figure who spoke about the women issues during the early 20th century. Now this is 21st century. So we have come much ahead. She boldly expressed feminist ideals, prevailing social norms, and redefining women's role in society and literature. She belonged to a vibrant intellectual milieu of the Bloomsbury group, that is considered to be the group of elite society of that particular period. She had frequent interactions with Victorian scholars and artists at that time, had a bright literary career. Bloomsbury Group was an association of renowned British writers and artists of the early 20th century that shaped her literary expression. She was the influential member of Bloomsbury Group. Virginia Woolf is well known for the expressions of feminist ideals in British literature. In this essay, Professions for Women, she speaks primarily for her own expressions as a writer, but thinks that women in all professions face the same kind of difficulties while proving themselves as capable women. She is considered as an articulator of powerful feminist ideals in British literature. Next, please. Now, Virginia Woolf was invited to deliver a speech to London branch of the National Society for Women's Service in 1931. It was expected that being a professional woman, she should share about her professional experiences, and that's why she was invited in that particular institution. She says, and here our essay begins with these words, that when your secretary invited me to come here, she told me that your society is concerned with the employment of women, and she suggested that I might tell you something about my own professional experiences. So she was invited as a speaker so that she will enlighten the audience with varied dimensions of the professional woman, and at the same time she will make the audience understand what are the problems, what are the challenges faced by women while proving themselves as professional women. She says that my profession is literature, and in that profession there are fewer experiences of women than any other, because at that time the women had not dared to enter in other professions except writing and stage. The doors of professions like doctor, law, civil services were yet to open for the women. Women emerge as writers. For examples, some examples of established writers were there, like Jane Austen, George Eliot, Penny Burney, etc. But other professions were not supposed to be for the women, isn't it? Just a few professions were available for the women to prove their mettle, but it was considered that other professions were not for the women. It was the case of early 20th century when Victorian age was there. So she says that such women writers made the path smooth. The women writers like Jane Austen, George Eliot, Penny Burney, these names have been mentioned in the essay. And according to Virginia Woolf, that these writers, these established writers previously, and that's why they paved my way smooth. They paved way to the other writers, and that's why they made my path smooth. They paved the way for women writers in England, but there were no examples of professional women in any other fields other than stage and writing. These two professions were easily accepted by the society, or the social structure accepted that women can try themselves in these two professions, because the reasons Virginia Woolf has given here, that the cheapness of writing paper is, of course, the reason why women have succeeded as writers before they have succeeded in other professions. Isn't it? Here, Virginia Woolf speaks about the preferences for women employment of the British society during the Victorian era. It was completely different era. So many restrictions were there on women, and a particular typical framework was prepared by the society, by the patriarchal structure of the society for the women. And it was expected by the society that the women should the women should present themselves through these frames only, isn't it? So it was altogether a different era. Over the period, so many changes have taken place. Liberties have been granted to women. Women have been, understood in a very different perspective nowadays. So many professions are open for women now, but the scenario was completely different at that time. Women were constrained to the four walls of the house, and she had a typical picture to be presented with, isn't it? And that's why, through that particular perspective, Virginia Woolf is presenting her rebellious views or rebellious, approach towards that particular frame prepared by the patriarchal structure of the society. So here Woolf speaks about the preferences for women employment of the British society during the Victorian age. What was the reason? That the reason here she has given that the cheapness of writing paper is, of course, the reason why women have succeeded as writers before they have succeeded in other professions. So limited professions were there, the women could try themselves. Now, then she shares a story of shaping up as a journalist. In isolation, she works for hours and gets rewarded with a check of £1, 10 shillings and sixpence. It was her first earning. She used to write the reviews about the novels written by the male authors, because dominance was there of male authors even in the field of literature also. In this context, she further says, while I was writing this review, I discovered that if I were going to review books, I should need to do battle with a certain phantom, and the phantom was a woman. And when I came to know her better, I called her after the heroine of a famous poem, The Angel in the House. This is the important part of the essay. Again, I repeat, while I was writing this review, she accepted the profession of a journalist, and she was supposed to write down the review of a novel written by a male writer. At that time, she says that I discovered that if I were going to review books, I should need to do battle with the certain phantom. What is phantom? Phantom is a ghost or an imaginative figure. This phantom is an imaginative figure prepared by the then patriarchal structure of the society for women. This is phantom. This is completely different from reality. The phantom which was presented in front of the society and the real picture of women, both the images were completely different, isn't it? That's why she says that when I discovered that if I were going to review the books, the first thing I have to do, that I should need to do battle with a certain phantom. I have to fight against this particular frame prepared by the society for a woman. I have to fight against this particular phantom if I want to establish myself as a genuine, as a truthful reviewer of the novel written by a man, isn't it? And the phantom was a woman. What was that phantom? It was a woman. It was the image of a woman prepared by the then patriarchal structure of the society. And the phantom was a woman. And when I came to know her better, I called her after the heroine of a famous poem, The Angel in the House. I started getting well acquainted with that phantom which was created by the patriarchal structure of the society. At that time, she says, a woman of great, understanding, a woman who is a good observer, a woman who wants to establish herself as a writer. She says that when I came to know her better, what is this her? This her is the phantom, the image or the frame which was created by the patriarchal structure of the society, of the British society. When I came to know her better, I called her after the heroine of a famous poem. What is that structure? What is that frame? What is that phantom? That phantom is just like the presentation done by Coventry Patmore in his poem, The Angel in the House. What was that frame? What was that, image of woman which was created by that particular society, that a woman should be the angel in the house? What is this picture? In the next slide, we are going to deal with what she wants exactly about this, the angel in the house. What are the expectations for women at that particular time? It will be explained in the next slide, in the next part of the essay, in the further part of the essay. We will deal with that. But first of all, when Virginia Woolf decided to establish herself as a reviewer, as a literary figure, it was her realization that she had to do battle. She had to fight against this particular phantom, the image of a woman which was created by the patriarchal structure of the society. So, in this The Angel in the House is a long narrative poem. Actually, it is written by Coventry Patmore. It presents the Victorian ideal of womanhood. This is called as a phantom. Phantom, as I have told you, the meaning that a ghost or an imaginative figure. This phantom, the presentation done by Coventry Patmore in his poem, The Angel in the House. This angel is completely different than the angel in reality, that is a woman in reality. And this particular contrast was realized, it was felt by Virginia Woolf, that the social structure, that the social expectations that are completely different from women, and what in reality the woman is there with her ambition, with her desires, with her dreams, with her, aspirations, that is completely different picture. It was realized by a woman for the first time, and that's why this essay voices the aspirations and ambitions and desires and dreams of a woman in real sense. She says that it was she who used to come between me and my paper when I was writing reviews. As I have told you, that these two things are completely different. The phantom created by this patriarchal structure of the society regarding women and women in reality. These two things are completely different from each other. And that's why being a reviewer, when Virginia Woolf started writing, she came to know that it was she who used to come between me and my paper when I was writing reviews. Here she speaks about the image of woman prepared by the patriarchal structure of British society during the early 19th century. The phantom is a woman whom she calls the angel in the house, stands for womanly perfection of the so-called good nurtured social identity, isn't it? So these two things are different. That phantom, it came between me and my genuine expression as a reviewer, isn't it? And that's why it was she who used to come, because whatever the phantom created by the society, isn't it? It was not truthful. Whatever the genuine expressions, they were felt by Virginia Woolf as a writer and as a woman. And that's why whenever she tried to have the truthful review of the novel written by a male writer, she came to know that these expressions are not genuine, because she is carrying the baggage of all those taboos and social framing and phantom on her back that did not allow her to express the images, to express the feelings and aspirations of a woman in a true sense. So she says that it was she who used to come between me and my paper. It was she. She means that phantom, the image created by the patriarchal structure of the society. It was she who used to come between me and my paper. What is this me and my paper? What I was feeling and what I was supposed to express in the form of the review of the novel when I was writing reviews. It was she who bothered me and wasted my time, so tormented me that at last I killed her. This was the first, challenge in front of her. How to be genuine as a reviewer, how to be genuine as a writer. And that particular baggage of the social norm, it did not allow her to be genuine in her expressions. So it was she who bothered me. It was that image, that phantom of the particular frame prepared by the society. It bothered me. It did not allow me and wasted my time, so tormented me. I was so disturbed. That particular image tormented me, because being a woman, I realized that this is not me. This is not I. These are not my feelings which have been presented by the society. It is just like a phantom. It is just like the imaginary picture of the society. What the society wants to see me, in which form the society wants to see me. That particular frame is there. That particular phantom is there. me, my aspirations, my ambitions, my desires, they are completely different from this particular phantom, from this particular frame. And that's why she says that she who bothered me and wasted my time, so tormented me, that particular artificial, presentable, artificial,
Madhvi ma'am, sorry
noisy.
to interrupt.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
yeah.
we need to move the slides or still in the first slide, ma'am?
No, no, on the same, not on the,
Same slide.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The cheapness wala slide hai.
When your secretary invited me to
Uh,
come, that
yes,
slide
yes.
we are there.
Slide number 4.
Okay. Slide number.
Slide number 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was she. No, no, not this, ma'am.
Okay. This one. When I grew
No,
ambitious,
no, no. Previous one, previous.
she
Slide
was
number
intensely.
4. 4. Just
While
play
I
from the
was
beginning.
writing, yeah.
It was she. Yeah. The next one. The
This
next one.
one.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
she.
Okay.
The same thing I'm
Okay.
explaining. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why she says that it was she who used to come between me and my paper when I was writing reviews. It was she who bothered me and wasted my time, so tormented me. That image tormented me. That image disturbed me. And at last, I decided to kill her. Yeah. Already I have explained all these things. While I was writing this review, I discovered that if I were going to review books, I should need to do battle with a certain phantom. The meaning of phantom I have already explained. And the phantom was a woman. And when I came to know her better, I called her after the heroine of the famous poem, The Angel in the House. The Angel in the House is a long narrative poem by Coventry Patmore, presents the Victorian ideal of womanhood. Here, this this particular expression in the essay is the main part of the essay. She says that I couldn't bear with that tormentation with the image which was created by the patriarchal structure of the society, and that's why I decided to kill that particular phantom. I decided to kill that particular image prepared by the society. This is an attempt to get rid of the phantom created by the patriarchal structure of the society and go beyond the limits allotted to women. The image prepared by the society was so unacceptable to a bold woman like Virginia Woolf that metaphorically she killed that phantom. It was a rebellic reaction of a woman who wants to establish her identity as an independent entity. So she says that it is an attempt to get rid of the phantom created by the patriarchal structure of the society and go beyond the limits allotted to women. Next, please. No, the next one, ma'am. She was intensely sympathetic. No, 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 no. The previous one. Yeah, this one. Yes, yes, yes. What was the image of the angel in the house? As previously, it was said by Virginia Woolf, mentioned by Virginia Woolf that she did not want to follow that image in the angel in the house, isn't it? That is according to the poem composed by Coventry Patmore. That what was the image? It was presented by Coventry Patmore that she was intensely sympathetic. What is an ideal woman? What type of ideal? What is the frame of the ideal woman for the society? This is the frame of an ideal woman prepared by the society. This is the image prepared by the patriarchal structure of the society, that a woman was intensely sympathetic. She was immensely charming. She was utterly unselfish. She excelled in the difficult arts of family life. She sacrificed herself daily. If there was chicken, she took the leg. In short, she was so constituted that she never had a mind or a wish of her own, but preferred to sympathize always with the minds and wishes of others. Her purity was supposed to be her chief beauty. This is what the frame of the society prepared for the women, isn't it? She was, in what way the woman should behave? She should be intensely sympathetic to others. She should be very kind, very docile, very kind, very sympathetic by nature. She should not be hard. She should not be hard. She should not be rough. She should be sympathetic. She should be soft. She should be sympathetic, kind. She was immensely charming. That must be the other attribute of a woman, of a girl. She has to be charming. She has to be beautiful. She was immensely charming. She was utterly unselfish. She should not think about herself. She should think about the family. She should think about the members in the family. She should think about others. She should think about the society like that. She should not think about herself. Isn't it? She was utterly unselfish. Such woman, isn't it, is an ideal woman. It was considered by the society that the woman intensely sympathetic, she was immensely charming. She was utterly unselfish. She excelled in the difficult arts of family life. She should shoulder the responsibility of the family, isn't it? She should shoulder without any complaint. She should understand, or she should learn the difficult art of family life, where responsibilities are there, where requirements are there. Every time she should be ready to fulfill the needs and requirements of the family. That was a typical structure prepared for the woman, isn't it? Such kind of woman was considered to be ideal. She sacrificed herself daily, isn't it? She should sacrifice herself for the sake of a betterment of the family, betterment of the society, like that. She should not think about herself. She should sacrifice her desires, her ambitions, or whatever it is related to her. She herself should be the last priority to her. If there was chicken, she took the leg. In short, she was so constituted that she never had a mind or a wish of her own, but preferred to sympathize always with the minds and wishes of others. This was the expectations from women at that particular time by the society, isn't it? This was the framing prepared by the society. She was constituted that she never had a mind. She should not think. She should not have her feelings. She should not have mind or wish of her own. She should not have any ambition, any dream, any desire, any wish of her own. Whatever she has to think about the family. She has to think about the members in the family. She has to shoulder the responsibilities, and she herself will be the last priority to her. That was the picture prepared by the society. Sympathize always with the minds and wishes of others. Obviously, her purity was supposed to be the chief beauty. That was the framing, isn't it? Such kind of expressions bring out the oppressive Victorian ideal of feminine passivity, self-sacrifice, and domestic subservience for the women, isn't it? This is the picture. What was the expectation of the Victorian age from the women, and that's why the rebellic approach can be seen, the rebellic attitude can be seen by some of the writers like Virginia Woolf. Further, Virginia Woolf speaks that I did my best to kill her. I couldn't bear such kind of tormentation. I couldn't tolerate such kind of image which was not truthful, which was not genuine. And that's why she says, I did my best to kill her. I decided to kill that particular phantom, that particular artificial image prepared by the patriarchal structure of the society. So I did my best to kill her. And she was damn sure. She's justifying her, act of killing that particular phantom. My excuse, if I were to be had up in a court of law, she says that if such kind of my deed, it will be interrogated, would be that I acted in self-defense. I will say that for my self-defense, I have killed that particular phantom, because both the images are contrasting to each other. Both the images are completely opposite to each other. Whatever I am in reality, that was not matching with the image created by the society. Had I not killed her, she justifies her action in this way further. She says, had I not killed her, she would have killed me. Had I not killed that particular phantom, that artificial image, the one who tolerates the thing, the one who sacrifices the thing, the one who is always thinks about others without giving importance to herself, had I not killed her, she would have killed me. My originality, my ambition, my desire, it would have been killed by her. And that's why that was the need, that I had to kill that particular phantom in my mind, that particular phantom which was created by the society. It was created by the societal structure. That was the need of the isn't it? I had to kill. Had I not killed her, she would have killed me. She would have plucked the heart out of my writing, as she wanted to be the novelist, as she wanted to be a good writer, isn't it? She had to be genuine. She had to be truthful. But in that case, it would not have been possible for her if that particular image dominates her. Next slide. So here, Virginia Woolf metaphorically kills this angel to liberate her own creative voice and intellectual autonomy. Virginia Woolf says that one cannot review the novel without having the mind of her own, without expressing what you think to be the truth about human relationship. So the genuine attribute of a the novelist or a writer is that he or she has to be truthful in their expressions. So she has to be genuine to her expressions. It requires originality and truthful genuine feelings and observations. Hence here these are the expressions of Virginia Woolf, where she says, then I grew ambitious. I must have a motor car. Now the angel was dead. Hannah, in the previous slide, we have seen that she decides to kill the phantom and she kills the phantom. Now the angel was dead. She denied the frame prepared by the womanhood, by the patriarchal structure of her society. This considers, here she considers this first adventure of her professional life as a woman. This was considered, killing that phantom was considered to be the first adventure of her professional life. Then further she says, then I grew ambitious. I said, I must have a motor car. And thus I became a novelist. From a reviewer, she wants to be a novelist. He means a novelist has to induce in himself a state of perpetual lethargy. He wants life to proceed with the utmost quiet and regularity. He wants to see the same faces, to read the same books, to do the same thing day after day, month after month, while he is writing, so that nothing may break the illusion in which he is living. Be that as it may, I want you to imagine me writing a novel in a state of trance. Here he brings out the requirement of, a novelist as a writer. If a person wants, he or she wants to write a novel, it is the need that he has to forget the outside reality and he has to be one with the characters, the imaginative world. And that's why if he wants life to proceed with the utmost quiet and regularity, he wants to see the same faces, to read the same books, to do the same thing day after day, month after month. Why? Because he leaves that particular imaginative world first of all, and then he brings out that particular world in the form of the novel. And that's why he has to forget the outside reality and he has to be one with the world of imagination. If a person wants to be the novelist, isn't it? It is a kind of trance, isn't it? She says, be that as it may, I want you to imagine me writing the novel in a state of trance. In the same way, if Virginia Woolf wants to be a writer, she has to forget the outside world, she has to forget the outside reality, and she has to sink within, she has to dwell within, she has to think about her own inner world. Literary artist has to withdraw from the outside world during the process of literary creation. In the depth of this unconscious state of mind, artistic creation is possible. This is what Virginia Woolf wants to do. Here she wants to describe the requirements of the novelist as an artist, because as I have told you, literary artist has to withdraw from the outside world during the process of literary creation. In the depth of his unconscious state of mind, artistic creation is possible. When she does not that she faces the next challenge, when she kills the phantom and she wants to proceed, she faces the next challenge, because at that time she identifies her biological existence. And here she says that to speak without figure, she had thoughts which it was unfitting for her as a woman to say. Men her reason told her would be shocked if she expresses herself genuinely as an independent entity, what exactly she feels if she writes down. Men, her reason told her, would be shocked. The patriarchal structure of the society would be shocked to learn or to shocked to know what she thinks, that whatever the frame that has the society has prepared for her, she wants to break that frame and she wants to go beyond that limitation, isn't it? The consciousness that men will say of a woman who speaks the truth about her passions had roused her from the artist state of unconsciousness. She would write no more. The trance was over. At that time, when she realizes that what she is and what the society wants to present her, when she realizes about this contrast, she is there in the world of imagination, and then she thinks about reality. When she thinks about the reality, that real frame, that the frame which is prepared by the society, that artist unconscious states gets disturbed and she could write no more. her frame, her imagination, whatever the genuine expressions are there she wants to write, it gets disturbed and she could write no more. The trance was over. She falls on the world of reality that is not accepted, that is completely different than the reality. Her imagination would no longer work, isn't it? So the struggle is to fight against the established image of a woman in the society from outside gaze of patriarchy and the inner in the house. If a woman wants to establish herself as a professional writer, she has to fight at two levels, inner and outer. Hence, she says that, next please, next slide please. Here she says, these were two of the adventures of my professional life. The first adventure was to kill the phantom which was created by the patriarchal structure of the society, and the other adventure is there to kill that particular frame which is prepared by the women, and that is a kind of baggage on her back as a writer, isn't it? These were two of the adventures of my professional life. The one was in inner battle, and the other was there, that is external battle with the society. The first, killing the angel in the house, I think I solved. I could kill the phantom, that the angel in the house. I could do that. That I solved, that problem I solved. She died. But the second, telling the truth about my own experiences as a body, as my biological existence, isn't it? Being a woman, what are my experiences? What are my ambitions? What are my desires? It is very much difficult to tell truthfully. But the second, telling the truth about my own experience, because it was unacceptable by the social structure at that particular time in the beginning of 19th century in British society. I do not think I solved. This second battle or this second adventure is very difficult, she says. The obstacles against her are still immensely powerful. The obstacle against her, the obstacle against women are still immensely powerful. It is not so easy to fight against all these challenges, to face all these challenges, to fight against all these, obstacles. It is not so easy. It requires great strength. She says the obstacle against her are still immensely powerful. It is very difficult to present the genuine image of woman in the society. She has still many ghosts to fight, many prejudices to overcome. So many challenges are still there. And the woman has to overcome to prove her original or to prove her genuine identity. It will be a long time still finding a phantom to be slain. It will take long time. We have to walk along, isn't it? It will be long time still finding a phantom to be slain. The phantom has to be killed. The phantom has to be slain, because it is not genuine. It is not real. Real woman is something different. But it is now unacceptable to the society. It will take much time and power to fight against that particular phantom. Even when the path is nominally open, though the path is nominally open, somewhere the women have embarked the journey on their professional life. But that is just the beginning. She says, even when the path is nominally open, when there is nothing to prevent a woman from being doctor, a lawyer, or civil servant, isn't it? The future is the future can be like this. The picture can be there in future, that apart from writing and stage, the women can have their identity as doctor, as lawyer, as civil servant also. She is having a dream, and after a century near about, we have achieved this particular dream to some extent, that women are trying themselves, or the women have proved themselves as doctors, as lawyers, as civil servants, and so many other fields they have achieved. Kewalramani speaks about two major obstacles: the conventional notion of the role and function of women, and the taboo regarding the expression of their natural identity. Every field will be open to the women to embark and prove her capacities. Next slide, Steve. Next slide, please. Further, she says, you are able, though not without great labor and effort. You are able, you have great potential, you have great capacity. She is speaking with the women, she is speaking to the audience where women are there, young girls are there. She says to them that you are able, you are capable, you have great potential, though not without great labor and effort. Every challenge will test you. So many challenges will be there. You will have to prove yourself with the help of great labor. You will have to work hard. It will require great labor and effort. to pay the rent. You are earning your 500 pounds a year. Now you have started earning for yourself. That financial independence also is granted to you, that you are earning something now. It is just the beginning. You are earning for your 500 pounds a year. But this freedom is only a beginning. This is not the destination. This is just a beginning. Now, we are trying to get our own identity in real sense of the word. We are getting independent as far as professional life is concerned, as far as our, we are trying to achieve our ambition. We are trying to achieve our aspirations. We are trying to see the dreams, isn't it? We are trying to live our dreams. But this is just the beginning. The room is your own. Now you have got the ground. That is just the beginning. But it is still bare. Still, so many challenges are there. You have to overcome, isn't it? It is still bare. It has to be furnished. The room is yours. You have to decorate it now. You have to furnish it now. You have to achieve so many other, other success. So many things you have to achieve now. We, the women, have great potential. Let us change the obstacles into opportunities and reframe the stereotype into women's capacities, extending the limits set to us in professional pursuits. That's why she says that it has to be furnished, it has to be decorated, the room has to be decorated. We have to achieve so many things now. It is not the destination, it is just the beginning. It has to be shared. How are you going to furnish it? Think about your future, what you are going to do with your life. What are the pinnacles you are going to achieve? What are the achievements you are going to enjoy? Think about you, isn't it? Think about the further achievements. He is speaking with the young generation. How are you going to furnish it? How are you going to decorate it? These, I think, the questions of the utmost importance and interest. She's motivating, she's inspiring the young generation, try to find out their own identity, isn't it? The essay is a powerful call to action for women to challenge the obstacles and stereotypes that limit their professional pursuits. We have to go beyond the limits set to us by the society. These are the two adventures. Sorry. Next one. Next, please. These are the takeaways of the essay. Here we can summarize the essay like this. The essay describes Woolf's symbolic struggle with the metaphorical concept angel in the house. What is angel in the house? What are the expectations from this angel who is there in the house, in the four walls, that has been seen? The text addresses critical feminist issues which are related to the personal and professional life of the woman. It exposes gender roles, isn't it? It unveils self-expressions and societal expectations from women, isn't it? That has also been explained. It speaks about the patriarchal structure and women's rights. Let us conclude with a very wonderful message by Virginia Woolf to the young generation. Beautiful girls and women. She says, next slide, please. For the first time, you are able to decide for yourself what the answers should be. We have to decide what the answers we are supposed to give to the questions raised by the patriarchal structure of the society. Let us cross those limits which are, marked by the society, and let us prove ourselves with our capacities. So many wonderful examples we can have from Indian society also. The best example we can have, that is of Kiran Bedi. When Kiran Bedi qualified a UPSC, she was offered IAS cadre that was greater than IPS, because previously no woman dared to be the IPS officer, isn't it? It was said that this is the world of the criminals, this is the world of the violent people, and that's why she will not be able, being a woman, she will not be able to overcome that. And that's why she was suggested, she was advised that you should not go with IPS, you should go with IAS. But at that time, Kiran Bedi realized, or she decided to to take the opportunity for the first time, and she accepted that cadre of IPS officer. She was the first woman IPS officer of India. After that, so because of so many equations and dimensions, she was posted to Tihar jail. It was a very horrible scenario over there. So many, very violent people were there. Uh, Criminals were there. So it was very difficult for her to deal with the situation. But a woman can do anything. She accepted it as a challenge. And within the span of 15 years, she changed Tihar jail into Tihar ashrama. That became the, example to have a case study for so many other universities, so many universities from other nations, other countries also. So that was the example from Indian society also. So many limitations are there. We have to prove ourselves with our potential, with our capacities, and we have to give answers with our capabilities. We have to decide that what should be the answers to the questions raised by the societies. Thank you so much. All the best to all good wishes to all the young students who attended this session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was a wonderful presentation by Dr. Madhavi Muhuril madam. The student friends, if you have any queries, you may ask madam. She is available.
Madam, is request them to put their queries in the WhatsApp group. Madam can satisfy her query in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, the students are requested to put your queries in the WhatsApp group, and that will be the queries will be soon answered. And a very wonderful lecture, and it was indeed a very important as well as a complex topic to deal with. I congratulate Dr. Mohri madam for giving such a wonderful presentation and explaining this complex topic in a very lucid manner. I extend a heartfelt thanks to the organizing colleges, Dr. Manoharrao Kamdi Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, Rajkumar Kewalramani Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, Kesarimal Porwal College, Kamptee, Mahatma Gandhi Arts and Commerce College, Parseoni, for undertaking such a philanthropic, endeavor that will definitely benefit our student friends. And with these words, we will end today. Why? Because due to some health issues, our next speaker, Dr. Amol Mende, will not be able to present today. Dear students, friends, we will be keeping you posted in your WhatsApp group regarding Sir's coming presentation. Please keep yourself updated. Get benefited from this beautiful lecture series that will be of great help to you. View the YouTube video, subscribe, like, and share it with your friends and the students of major English all over Nagpur University. It is our effort that students should get benefited. As our Honorable Dean, Dr. Sanjay Koretti has said that our approach to teaching should be different. Our methodology should be varied. We should not be only restricted to classroom activities, and we should reach out to students wherever they are working, if they are traveling. And I feel the activities like this are truly doing 100% justice to such expectations from our senior officers. I once again thank the Chairman Board of Studies, Dr. Urmila Dabir Madam, for extending her support and giving us the kind permission. Thank you very much. With these words, I take your leave and I declare that today's session is concluded here itself. And we will be posting the tomorrow's session in the group. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Renika ma'am. Thank you, Madhya ma'am. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, other session will be or not?
No, no,
Yes.
Rabia, today's session is postponed. Today's second session is postponed. It
Okay,
will
ma'am.
be conducted very soon. And please be alert on the group. There will be information regarding the upcoming session whenever it will be scheduled. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. ये सब बारे में जाने तो काम में और यहाँ पर चाहिए का चीज चाहिए
झाला खतम झालं. हा.